We have a last session here. I mean, this is very much open session. We want, since we brought all these minds together, etc., we want us to explore if there could be any cross-fertilization across our projects, what could be in the future. I know that George has mentioned that Glasgow is going to host, hoping to host at least the 2024 IIV conference, which I've been to actually in Korea a few decades ago by now. So perhaps you may share some ideas where we can contribute if Glasgow is to be the host, or as perhaps colleagues, they can mention if they're planning to propose future applications, if there could be any collaboration for those applications. We're hoping to have obviously this team, the wider team of various projects and colleagues that worked on volunteering and migration and social inclusion related projects together. It would be good to have, it will be good to inform each other for future projects, etc. But if we have, since we have some time now, and we've been sticking to time, if you have anything in the news to share from your projects, it would be good. I can say that some of the team here from the Volpower project, they are continuing the new project looking into radicalization, de-radicalization. So it is led by Glasgow Caledonian University. Again, I'm the lead coordinator for the DRAD project that's looking into de-radicalization in Europe and beyond. It is also particularly looking into beyond beyond detection and resilience. It's also looking into building a reintegration of people who are either formerly radicalized or facing the challenge of sitting at the fence, let's say, of radicalization, as well as the targets of radicalization. So it's a huge big project with 17 countries now as the Horizon 2020 project. It just started in December, and we're quite adamant to pursue the social inclusion discussion that we started in Volpower project, and then continue that in a new field, which is radicalization. And then we're going to pursue arts and sports kind of related activities, which will be led by the Glasgow Caledonian University, once again, by my colleague Maggie Laidlaw, who was also the curator for, who's been the curator for the Volpower project. So that's our news. Hopefully we will be in touch with you for other events as well. So I'm just curious if other colleagues, they'd like to share the news, etc. for the next minutes. Thank you. George, would you like to say a few more words about the IIV conference plans in Glasgow?
I thought you were reading my mind there, Umut, because I was wanting to come in on picking up on your questions. That I do wonder whether or not, I mean, some of the points that have been made today are really fascinating in their own right. I mean, I'm looking at you, Susan, just now on the screen. I thought some of the questions that you asked are really very alive and relevant. So I'm just wondering whether or not there could be some kind of distilling from some of the areas of interest that we have, that we're bringing, to narrow it down into some areas for some learning, as opposed to, if you like, knowledge sharing and information gathering and recommendations and stuff, but actually areas where we're interested in exploring and learning a little bit together. I mean, certainly I would be, very interested in that if there were some distilled areas that we could attend to. When it comes to the World Volunteer Conference, then it would really be, I don't know, you just have to let me know how best I can collaborate with you and the team, just about ensuring that the videos and the volunteer voices and exhibition and all the material that you've got, how might we find a life to that in 3 years, which is quite a bit of time from now. Very interested just to explore with you what the themes of the conference are and how this project could be meaningful to that. Leila, as president of CV, will be one of the participants at that event as well if we're successful. So I'm just happy to explore what's meaningful to you as you move forward and finish off and making sure that there is a value from the work you've done and all the wonderful connections you have across Europe and with the projects. It'd be a real shame not to bring that to the world event if we can. Yeah.
Thank you very much, George, and thanks for serving in our advisory board as well. For Volpower, your insight has been extremely useful for us at very strategic times. Colleagues, would you like to say a few more words about future plans or what kind of synergies we can take from today? All right. I mean, I think we discussed enough. So in that case, if I may just wrap up the whole thing. Well, this is the very last event activity for the Volpower project. It feels like it's been going on forever. So we're a bit sad to see it finishing, but at the same time, we're really glad that we were able to deliver it all, despite the pandemic, especially, and also kind of challenging for us, the people at universities. It is always more difficult and more challenging for us to engage with people on the ground. So we learned a lot. I learned a lot myself. I think we are completely different people now compared to 2 years ago. We know what participative research means, at least, rather than theorizing these things. I'm also really, really happy and gratified, to see that an idea that just came out in a cold, drafty, kind of dark Glasgow university office really took shape and then won the ground and had an impact on so many lives, and built all these communications, participation, and friendship across Europe. So this has been an excellent process for us, highly thought-provoking as well at times. So I'd like to thank my colleagues once again, my Volpower colleagues, for being here and taking us here all the way, and the colleagues that we met today, and we're hoping to keep this conversation going. So please have a look at our website every now and then, as we'll be uploading a few other things. For example, our volunteering book is just coming out. So Maggie Laidlaw, once again, she brought a fantastic book as a memento of Volpower project, bringing together the stories and images and pictures and some texts and some poetry coming from our volunteers. That book is going to be presented on our website pretty soon, and I will be sharing it with our partners as well. So I need to say, watch this space, and thanks very much for finding time this afternoon. It's been very nice meeting you, and we're hopeful that we will see each other as well in person at some stage. Thank you.